Everyone, this is Kai at the Thrifting channel, and I am just so super excited. I can't stop bouncing up and down about what I'm going to share with you today. You know what? Christmas is over. I was thinking after I had my coffee and woke up, what should I be doing right now? I was going to go do some after Christmas shopping like I always do, and there are certain things that I do grab specifically during after Christmas shopping. I want to share that with you too. But today I'm going to combine that with two other things to give you 3 things total you should be doing right now every single year. So maybe you haven't heard these things before, maybe you do them already, but just remember, this is the week. If you hear something that's like, oh my gosh, it's a great idea, then hit the like button so that, obviously the algorithm can carry it on, the wind can blow it on to another reseller. If you want to hear more of my stuff, because I'm always thinking of new stuff that a reseller can do, please subscribe. I also want to give a special shout out to Matt at Thrifting because he's awesome and you guys know that. So anyway, number 1, after Christmas sales. Why am I going to after Christmas sales? You know why. I'm grabbing up everything red. Red wrapping paper, red tissue paper. I'm grabbing up everything solid red and solid green. Solid green wrapping paper, solid green tissue paper. If it has some little decoration on there that looks kind of like a polka dot, I might get that. If I get something that's not seasonal looking. So we're looking for wrapping paper, tissue paper that doesn't look like Christmas, okay? So it doesn't remind you of Christmas. It's just on a more simpler side of red with maybe a small little accent, and definitely on a solid green with maybe a slight accent. Why? Because that stuff is going to be used for Valentine's Day. Got it? Wrapping paper for Valentine's Day, solid red. Wrapping paper or tissue paper for Easter. Easter can be green. Do you see where I'm going with this? I've been doing this for years, but what I also do, if I happen to not run into anything completely solid, I will pick up something that is more on the end of again, it doesn't look like Christmas, but it is Christmas wrapping paper. If I can't find anything like that, if I'm just grabbing regular Christmas wrapping paper with snowmen or like Christmas lights on them or plaid, I'm grabbing those too, because those are going to be 50 to 75% off. And sometimes at Target, if they're there long enough, they get to 90% off. Do the math, because some of their rolls of paper are $5 at 90% off. Yeah. Okay. So done, right? Done and done. Okay. Now, why do I get the wrapping paper that's got Christmas lights or still Christmas influenced? Why? Because I get that paper to fill in shoes, number 1, to fill in boxes that I ship things in. So instead of me going out and spending a whole bunch of money on that brown paper, that filler paper that they have in boxes, I use wrapping paper that I get from 50 to 70% off every Christmas. I've been using, as a matter of fact, I have a couple of rolls of paper from Target from 2 years ago because I got so much. And I still use it. And the cute thing is, this particular paper is pink. So when I have something that, is going to a little girl, I'll put the pink paper in, the little, fill the paper in with the item, and there you go. The person's going to open it up. They're not going to really pay attention to the fact that the candy on the package is Christmas candy, but it looks like it's pink and cute. That's the whole goal. As far as getting the after Christmas stuff, as I go in and I look for any cards, again, blank. Happens to be at Target a lot more than most stores. Target usually will have some cards, and again, I'm still using some from a few years ago. Let me tell you what they are. They're a blank brown paper, craft paper card that had gold dots on it. That's it. They came with envelopes, and the envelopes had the same kind of decor that was on the card, also on the envelope. That doesn't say Christmas to me. Gold and silver can be used any time of the year. You don't necessarily need anything extremely fancy, but there you go. You've gotten that for 50 to 75% off, and it's kind of cute. But it's definitely going to be a bargain thing for you to keep around. Grab them while you can. These things are going to be already on the clearance rack. Why not have them in your arsenal of goods to use as a reseller. So keep your eyes open. Number two, the second thing is this week, people are giving away their stuff. They are donating their stuff. They just got new stuff. They're going to be clearing that stuff out of their house if they haven't prepared already to do it. And it's going to be dropped off at the thrift store for you. This is a time of year where it's a good idea to start preparing to get newer items from people. Maybe last season's pieces are going to be going to the thrift stores. So take a look. It's a great time to go to the thrift store because it's the end of the year. Most of that stuff is going to be thrown in the thrift stores, waiting for us to go and for us to discover it, bring it home, get it ready, and list it. This time of the year, again, after Christmas, great time to go and do some searching for some really good brands at the thrift store. Not just on clothing, also with shoes, also with electronics. People got new Christmas stuff. Go to that thrift store, your neighborhood thrift store, and start fishing through, start looking through, and finding those electronics and clothing and shoes that people have donated because they've got new stuff for Christmas. Okay. Now, my final tip is this. This week, we should be, as resellers, starting to list the last of our winter stuff, or start listing to get rid of all of that winter stuff. Your coats, sweaters, boots, all of that stuff needs to be listed so it can start going out. Again, I know winter isn't over in a lot of parts of the world and country, okay? So we're going to have a lot of people still shopping for winter things, but we don't need to sit on it right now. Now is the time. Get that stuff out of your desk pile and on to your listings. Winter stuff. It's a great time to focus on that, along with purging all of that stuff to start looking at spring. If you listen to my previous video, I talked about starting to make January the time when we start looking for our spring things and start preparing for spring. And that's when we start getting things listed for spring, getting your things listed for Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day is a winter holiday because February is still considered winter. Get that stuff up and out. Get those thigh-high boots so that somebody can look sexy in them for Valentine's Day. Now, the second thing I talked about is hitting those thrift stores hard this week. We don't know. We can't know. That's not our job. Our job is to just make sure that our stuff is available for someone to see and purchase. That's our jobs. So, to go over all the things that I discussed, the first thing I talked about was the stationery, the tissue paper, the wrapping paper, as your thrifting week, as well as number 3, getting the rest of your winter stuff listed as best as you can. I'm not saying you can do it all. Things of that nature, I need them out of here. And the only way they're going to go is if someone knows they exist. And that happens when I get them listed. So let's finish out 2021 with positivity and drive to get it done. We're going to be successful. I hope you have an amazing sales week. And to all of my new subscribers and all of my old fam, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.